Hello, TikTokers. Oh, wait. I was supposed to stop saying that. I've decided to expand my reach and share my smarts with more than just TikTok. So I probably need to stop saying hello, TikTokers, and say, I don't know, hello, everybody. How y'all doing? I don't know. If you have any ideas of how I can start out in the beginning of my videos, let me know. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. I am signing on for today's lesson. So if you saw the quote from earlier today, it said, sometimes getting a no is in your best interest. Trust the process. So I'm going to share a story with you. You know, I like to share stories. So this was something that I experienced years ago, because you know I am about to be 60. So I got a whole lot of years ago and a whole lot of years to go. There you go. There you go. That was good. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. So several years ago, I was on a job search or conducting a job search. I was in a job that I was no longer enjoying, so I decided I wanted to do something different with my life. So I set out to find myself a new job. And in my searching, I found what I thought was the absolute perfect dream job for me. So I applied for the job and got invited for an interview. So and you know how they do job interviews, they make you talk to 5 million people. And so this job was no different. So I made it through the first round of interviews and then made it to the second round of interviews. And then when I made it to the third round, they say, okay, if you make it through the third round and you get invited to corporate, that's pretty much your job offer. They only bring to corporate people they are planning to extend an offer to. So if you get the go ahead after this third round, it means they want you and they will be extending your job offer. So I was ecstatic because, again, it was like the absolute perfect dream job for me. So I prepared myself for the interview, made it through the third round, and got that invitation to go to corporate, running with the big dogs. So excited. So I was planning the trip. I had made appointments to look at houses. While I was there, in my mind, mentally, I had already moved. Hadn't physically started packing anything yet, but in my brain, oh, we were moving. It was to another state, halfway across the country, and we were excited. And so the day before the interview, or the go to corporate, the lady had called me earlier in the week and she said, we're finalizing all of the travel arrangements. This is the date you're going to fly out on. We don't have the exact time yet. We make all of those arrangements at the last minute because we bring people in from, different parts of the country and we try to coordinate it as best we can. So we can tell you that this is the day you're flying out. It'll be sometime in the, mid to early afternoon, but we won't know the exact details until the night before you fly out. We'll give you a call and then also send you an email with all of your flight information in it. So I was like, okay, cool, ready for the adventure. So the night before, Mom and I run out, go to the store to pick up a few last minute things before I leave. While I'm in the store, the phone rings. So I look down and I'm like, oh, it's a lady. So we kind of scoot to the side, try to find a quiet corner. And I answer the phone, how are you? I'm fine. How are you this evening? She said, I'm fine. She said, I have a bit of bad news. I said, okay. She said, unfortunately, we received word today that we have, as of the close of business today, entered a hiring freeze. And I was like, okay. A hiring freeze? She said, yes. So all positions have been frozen indefinitely. So all travel plans have been canceled. We won't be bringing anybody to corporate because we won't be extending any job offers. Okay. Now I can feel myself starting to unravel because, again, I was so excited. That was going to be my job. And so I thank her, I ask her if she has any idea about, the future of the position, whatever. She says, she doesn't, but everyone that was going to be invited as soon as the freeze was lifted, and those positions were back open, those same people would be contacted to see if they were still available for employment and to come out and all of that. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I hang up the phone, I tell my mom. By this time, my eyes are starting to water because I'm literally devastated. And I know that's a strong word, and I am not like an emotional person at all. But I was like heartbroken because that was going to be my dream job. So I tell my mom, and so we leave the store, leave the cart there. And so if you were working in the store at that time and you had to put back all that stuff, I'm sorry, please forgive me. And so we get in our car and we go home. By the time we're driving home, the tears are just rolling because I'm just hurt because I had envisioned this is going to be my job. And so we get home and my mom says to me, she says, honey, don't worry about it. I know you really wanted it, but God must have something better for you, something different. Just we're just going to trust him. So I said, okay. And so I got over my devastation, went back to my little job that I wasn't enjoying, but hey, thank God for a job, right? And so I kid you not, probably about 3 months later, that company that I had been interviewing with and was going to go and accept a job with went through a major layoff. And the department that I would have been in was completely dismantled, and everybody in that department lost their job. Everybody in that department lost their job. And I remember thinking, wow, I dodged a bullet on that one. I really, 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 that was a good thing that happened. And so in that instance, for me, getting that no, it was in my best interest. It was in my best interest. I couldn't see it at the time, but fast forward a few months and I saw it. And so sometimes we have ideas about what we want to see happen in our lives, and when it doesn't happen the way we want it to, it can be pretty devastating. But I want to encourage you to trust the process. Trust the process. Sometimes getting that no is in your best interest. In that case, for me, it most certainly was. And so I want you to, if you're in a tough space right now, something you were hoping for didn't quite pan out the way you wanted, or whatever it might be, just trust the process. Because that no, as hard as it was to get, may literally have been in your best interest. So those are my words of wisdom for today. Hashtag words of wisdom, hashtag life lessons, hashtag listen and learn. Okay? Trust the process. Signing off.